thank you all for being here and for your service. Just listening to each one of you, I am just struck by how fortunate we've been to have you and your expertise and the expertise of all of the people that have been at USAID, and what a detriment it is to the United States of America that we are losing that right now. Everything that has happened in my mind is illegal, it's incompetent, it is cruel, and it is a danger to our national security and to our American interests. And I was struck by your very powerful testimony, Ms. Uccello, when you called it psychological warfare. I do think that is exactly what we're seeing, and it's all at the hands of an unelected billionaire who has illegally terminated these programs that are doing so much good. I have spent most of my life living around the world and working around the world, had the great honor to work for a global health and development organization for 10 years that worked with USAID programs around the world doing reproductive health. And so I want to come to you on this question first. It was just 2019 when Donald Trump, as president, signed the Women's Entrepreneurship and Economic Empowerment Act, which required USAID to consider how their projects affect women and girls. And he actually said, by investing in women around the world, we're investing in families, we're investing in prosperity, and we're investing in peace. I agree with that statement that he said in 2019. But now the Trump administration has actually discouraged officials from even using the word gender. And Secretary Rubio's sham foreign assistance review process has halted funding for critical gender and family planning programs. There's been an 88% cut to maternal and child health programs. Clinics that treat survivors of rape have been closed, and data collection programs that monitor gender-based violence, genital mutilation, and child marriage have been terminated. I'm always struck by the fact that Americans say we spend too much on foreign assistance, when in fact we spend less than 1% on foreign assistance, but also on how we need to clearly make the link to why it matters for the American that's watching this hearing, the shadow hearing, why it matters for them that we invest in the programs that you've spent your life working on. How does our assistance to women and girls and programs around reproductive health help an American who is sitting right here at home watching this? Can you speak to that?
Thank you, Congresswoman, for the question. I also agree with that statement. Investing in gender, investing in women, investing in girls makes stronger economies, stronger families and economies. That opens up U.S. markets to new business. That makes more stable economies where we don't have to worry about instability or war that might come to our shores. Women commonly put their resources back to their families and to their communities much more than male counterparts. They are invested in their communities in a large way. And women are also the most detrimentally impacted by any of these cuts outside of maternal child health and reproductive health. If you look at disaster relief, women and girls face more rape, more trafficking, more incidents of violence. If you look at basic education, girls are less likely to graduate from primary school, and so they need those investments. If you look at any of the other investments that we need, that we do for food assistance, women and girls are usually falling far behind. So cuts don't need to only be eliminated in the maternal and child health and in the reproductive health space, but recognize how they will be detrimentally impacted by all of the cuts that are being proposed. And none of this is necessary. There was not a problem here. If you wanted to see an operating system move more efficiently, then you would not reach into the back of a computer and pull out a bunch of wires. You would run a diagnostic and speak with experts.
And get to this question for me. How does an American benefit when we invest in the stability of women and girls around the world?
Of course, there's the moral obligation, and that's one that 89% of Americans support. That's Republicans and Democrats alike. But there's also the benefits that we have having a stable economy that can interact with other stable economies. We have less likelihood of COVID. We have less likelihood of 9/11 circumstances. We have a series of individuals who have worked with us overseas who are now feeling betrayed, who have dedicated their work to be American allies and are now seeing their communities be destroyed. That will have generational negative impacts on Americans.
So when we invest in the stability of communities around the world, including women and girls, we invest in the stability of those countries, we invest in the ability for those countries to take care of themselves, and we invest in our relationships that help global leadership for the United States of America. Thank you all so much for your work. And let me just say that we are not going to yield until we get this administration to respect Congress and our authority here under Article 1. Thanks very much. I yield back.